Welcome everybody to the webinar. My name is Eric Johnson, creator and CEO of Teamzy. Very excited to be with you this evening. We are going to have some fun. Tonight's topic is how to get started right with Teamzy to become a hashtag Power Hour Boss. Yes, that's what you're going to be hashtagging. After tonight, you are going to feel the liberation and amazement of being a Power Hour Boss. So I'm going to show you Teamzy, how to set it up. It's designed to help you create true authentic relationships in a systemized way to build your business in less than an hour a day. How cool, right? But you need to know the workflows in order to do that efficiently. So I'll show you those tonight. Okay, so let's dive right in. And at the end, so I'm going to show you a couple slides here, and then I'm going to take you right into Teamzy. At the end, I'll give you some action steps, and then we'll do Q&A. So if you've got questions at any point, maybe you already have questions now, you can start putting them in the Q&A queue now, and I will answer them at the end. Okay. Awesome. So here we go. Get started right with Teamzy, become a Power Hour boss. So I just want to introduce myself. I know a lot of you may not have met me before personally. Before Teamzy, my background was in business coaching and consulting. I was a professional business coach and consultant for the past 18 years, helping people build their business and specializing in doing it by relationship. In other words, none of that weird gross automated marketing or advertising, really based on how to build relationship-based business. And I fell into network marketing by accident. I found some products that really helped me and changed my life for the better. And I was just excited about the changes that I was seeing in my life. And I really wasn't that interested in the business opportunity. In fact, I was a bit skeptical. I had a great career. I was making good income. But the truth is even though I was from the outside successful, I definitely felt stuck. I felt stuck at that point in my life. Here's my family. They're amazing. I've got 4 kids. I was doing everything that I felt like I was supposed to be doing, but yet we were stuck financially. We're kind of at a plateau that we couldn't get beyond. There was really nowhere for me to grow in my career, and we were upside down on our mortgage. I just felt like we weren't going to get anywhere in life if things continued as they continued. So I took a look at the network marketing opportunity kind of as a side hustle, and I started looking at it going, this would be a great way for me to create another stream of income. The only challenge that I had was that I really didn't have any time. Honestly, I just didn't have time. Between my kids and my career and my wife, I couldn't figure out when I would do it. So when I took a look, I pulled out my calendar and I got out a notebook and I started really looking at where I could scrape together minutes. The most that I could put together was an hour a day. Okay, and I figured if I could do this in an hour a day, I think I could be successful. So what I started doing was looking for some tools that would help me leverage my time so that I could do everything that I knew I needed to do to be successful in just an hour, okay? And so this is what I was looking for. I wanted a system that would let me stay in touch with all of my contacts, everybody I know, because I know relationships are where the business is built, right? And I know that building relationships requires you to be in contact with people. So I just wanted a way to stay in touch with everybody. I wanted to know when to contact them and when not to. In other words, don't make me think, oh my gosh, don't make me plan. Just tell me who to talk to today, right? Also, I needed a way to know how to start conversations with them quickly and efficiently so that I didn't stare at my screen all day trying to think of the perfect message and not getting anything done. I don't know, some of you guys can probably relate to that. And I wanted a system that would allow me to follow up seamlessly so that nobody ever fell through the cracks, right? I'll talk about this a little bit tonight if we have time. Most of the interest we generate falls through the cracks, which is terrible. So I started looking for something that would let me do these things. I didn't think it was that tall of an order. And there was one more thing that I was looking for. It just had to be easy to use. I'm not one of these people that likes to use complicated technology. I want it to be so easy I don't have to think, right? And so I started looking, and obviously you know why we're here. It didn't exist, still doesn't exist except in one place. We're going to look at it tonight. So I put together a team of people smarter than me, and we built Teamzy. And it's been an amazing 3.5 years since we launched this product. In just that time, we've had more than 97,000 network marketers use Teamzy, which blows my mind. I mean, it's absolutely humbling. We launched this business from a shed in my backyard with a $200 Facebook ad, right? So those of you guys who are working like that at this moment, in 3 years, you could be where I am. It's a matter of working on your dream. That's why we're here to help you. Also, just to let you know what kind of results people are getting with Teamzy, our active users are averaging 21 new customers and 9 recruits over 90 days. Okay, and that's an average number across the whole 70 plus different networks that we support. 21 new customers and 9 recruits over 90 days, and they're doing the amount of activity that I'm going to demonstrate for you tonight. Okay, so if you can do what I'm demoing tonight, you can expect on average results like that if you do the work. All right, let's dive out of here real quick and take a look at Teamzy. We'll come back to that at the end for some action steps. Okay, great. So first and foremost, I want you to know, if you're not already using Teamzy, you can go to teamzy.com and get a 30-day free trial. We don't ask for your credit card number or anything weird. We just will give you full access for a month so that you can really get in here and use it and fall in love, honestly. And it'll give you plenty of time to create some momentum so that you can easily afford Teamzy. That's the goal. So come into Teamzy, set up your free trial. Now, once you log into Teamzy, you'll fall right into the setup wizard, which is built to help you do this as easily and effectively as possible. So we're looking at the welcome screen for this Teamzy setup wizard now. I'm going to walk you through it really quickly, and then we'll do a power hour together. There's a little welcome video for me. You should definitely watch that when you set up your Teamzy, because I go through all the different benefits of Teamzy for you. But today we'll skip it. You can also subscribe to my updates on Facebook Messenger. That allows you to, get help during your trial, and then later you'll get my inspirational messages as we go on. Okay. So the first thing we want to do in your setup wizard is we want to set your income goal. Okay, we want to set your income goal. How much money would you like to be earning a year from now? Okay, and so you just put a number in here, and once you put in the number, Teamzy will tell you what your daily activity needs to look like for the next 12 months to hit the goal. So you can see I've set my goal at 150,000. That means I need to connect with 9 prospects, 6 customers, and 4 distributors on my team each day. Okay, so look, if I slide this, make my goal higher, now I have to do more work each day. Makes sense, right? If I slide it down, make it lower, I have to do less work. Okay, so put the number in that makes sense for you. Now, just a little note for those of you on the call who are already 6-figure earners and above, your goal is going to be the increase that you want to create this year. Okay, so if you want to go from 400,000 to 500,000, then you want to set your goal to 100,000 in Teamzy. Make sense? Okay, great. Let's hit continue and go to the next page. Now, when I click that continue button, something really cool happens. Of course, I spent too long on that page. Let me refresh it. When you hit that continue button, something really cool happens, and that is Teamzy is now set up to the goals that I just set. So when I get to my dashboard, you'll see it's configured to that goal, and it's going to tell me every day what I need to do today to hit my goal in a year. Pretty cool, right? Okay, the next step is to get all your contacts into Teamzy. And this is pretty straightforward. We want to get all your contacts into Teamzy so they're in one place so you can be organized, so you're not chasing pads of paper and sticky notes and business cards and who knows what you've got. We want it in one place, organized. So we're going to get your back office, your team, your customers, your Facebook friends, your Instagram contacts, your phone contacts. We want everyone in Teamzy in one place, organized. Okay, that way Teamzy can intelligently create your list for you every single day and not miss anybody. And nobody falls through the cracks. How cool is that? And because Teamzy exists in the cloud, you always have it. It's always there. As long as you have your smartphone, you've got Teamzy. And how often, honestly, are you very far from your smartphone? You don't need to reach for a pad of paper or a napkin. You can grab your phone and put somebody right into Teamzy when you're meeting them. Okay. So let's skip that. So now we're going to launch Teamzy. And you can see now as I come to my dashboard that this is set up to those goals that we just set. So it's telling me that in order to hit my annual goal, I need to connect with 9 prospects today, 6 customers, and 4 distributors. Do you guys see those goals? Now, so far, these zeros mean I haven't done any work yet. Okay. That will change as we start doing a power hour. Now, I've got a couple other goals here. So those are connect goals. Prospects, customers, distributors. My goal is to connect with those people just to say hello, okay, and we want to make their day. So they're just, I call them make someone's day mindset connects. We just want to make someone's day and get a smile, and that will give us an easy way to have a conversation with somebody. Okay, Cold inviting people to the business opportunity or the products turns people off, it damages friendships. We want to just start with a make someone's day connect. Okay. Now the next goal up here is shares. And this, let me just show you this. A share is when we're sharing our business opportunity or our products. It's really simple. My goal is to do that 3 times a day. So you can see I've got a goal of 3. I'm going to connect with 19 people. My goal is to share the business or my products 3 times. That's because I'm looking for interested people first, right? So I'm going to be having conversations to see where I can find interest and share with the appropriate people who are ready for it. And then I've got a goal to add new people to Teamzy every day. Those are my ads goal. I want to always be meeting new people, putting fresh water into the business. Make sense? Okay. So those are my daily activities. When I do those, I get 100%. I'm done. I can be done. And you can do it in less than an hour. Okay. Now, let me just show you one thing really quickly on this. Notice that each person, so down here on my power hour list, let me just show you this real quick. This is the power hour section where we do our power hour. Okay. I'll show you how this is organized real quick. The left side has my lists, prospects, customers, distributors, and my follow-ups. Okay. Each list gives me 5 names at a time, so I don't get overwhelmed, so I can't skip around too much. I can just stay focused. The right-hand side is where I log that activity as I go, so I don't need to come back later and do homework. This is designed to make you so efficient. Okay. Now notice next to each person's name is a number. That number is how many stars this person has in Teamzy. Okay. And there's a real simple tool. If I go over to the team page, see here on the left, the team page is where it takes you to your full list. This is your full, robust CRM inside Teamzy. Look, all my contacts are here. Okay. And each person has a star rating. Okay. The star rating is just a simple sorting tool that we use that allows you to prioritize relationships. Okay, I'm not going to get too deep into it tonight. There's a video on how to do it in our Help Center, but I just want you guys to understand that this is an important piece because if you rate your people by the star ratings, Teamzy will automatically create your list for you forever. You never have to think or plan. You just log into Teamzy and get ready to crank. If you've got a power hour, great, you'll crush it. If you've got 5 minutes while waiting for a coffee in line at Starbucks, you can open Teamzy and connect with 2 people. Okay, because the list is created every day. So let me just explain to you what these stars mean really quickly. A 5-star person, these are like your best friends, your closest family, your hottest leads. The 5 stars are people that you really believe would be interested in the business or become a customer. They're the people that you love the most, and they're going to show up first in Teamzy, and they come back automatically every 30 days. Okay, they come back automatically every 30 days. 4-star people are like your friends and family, people that you feel maybe with a little bit of nurturing might join the business or check out your products. The 4-star people are going to come up after the 5-star people, and they're going to show back up every 60 days after that automatically. You don't have to set a follow-up or even think about it. They're going to come back automatically. They can't fall through the cracks. 3-star people could go either way. You just don't know. Okay, you just have no idea how 3-star people are going to go. They show up after the 4-star people, and then they come back automatically every 90 days. Okay, most of your list, probably 90% of the people you know, will be in the 3-star category. And when you put people in Teamzy, they automatically default to 3 stars so that you only really have to rank maybe 10% of your list. Okay, so the 3-star people come back every 90 days. 2 stars are getting a bit colder. They show up every 120 days. Does this make sense? So the more stars they have, they come up first and then they show up more often. But everybody cycles through. This allows you to stay in touch with 3, 4, 5,000 people, no problem over the course of a year, and stay in regular contact with everybody while connecting more often with your best relationships. Make sense? Okay, so that's what the stars are. So let's toggle back over here and do some work. So now we're going to do our power hour. Okay, now always do your power hour from left to right. Start with prospects, then click on customers and connect with them, then connect with your distributors. That's your team, guys. Every one of you will have a different word there, but it's your team. And then we're going to do our follow-ups. Do it in that order, left to right. Okay, when your follow-ups list is full, you want to start there because you're excited. They're closer to a sale or a recruit. But if you don't do your prospecting, you'll end up with a dried up funnel, a dried up pipeline, and then you won't have anything happening. So always go from left to right. Okay, so let me show you how easy this is. I'm going to start on my prospects list. I'm going to connect with whoever is up next. I will resist the urge to skip and just connect with whoever's presented to me. So the first person on my list is Jay. I will send her a message just to make her day. Okay. Now, this is where I used to get stuck. What in the world will I say to her? Should I go read her Instagram for 6 years to make it perfect and customized to her? Some of you guys do that. And I'm just saying, look, it's a lot of time I can waste. Whereas I can just reach out quickly with an icebreaker script, make her day, and it takes about 2 seconds, right? So let me just show you how to do this. If you've never done this and you're not sure what to say, right here where it says scripts, see where I am with my cursor? I have put all the scripts that we have refined over the years into Teamzy for you. Even in a free trial, you have full access to my scripts library. Okay, these have been tested and true. Some of you guys have used these. You can throw up in the chat if these scripts have worked for you. But let me click on this and show you how to do this. Let's say I'm going to message Jay on Facebook. So I'm going to grab a Facebook script. Okay, and I'll just take the first one off the list. It's called Connect One. Maybe I should have better titles, but you get the idea. Connect One. Here's what it says. If you can't read that, it says, "Hi, Jane, just stopping by to say hello. How are you? I hope your day is awesome." Super simple. Okay, so what I'll do is just click on Copy Script. Okay, close that window. And then what you can do is you paste that right into Teamzy so you can do your editing. Obviously, Jane is not her name, so let's put her real name in there. If there's anything you want to change in the wording, you can. And then, of course, I got to throw some emoticons in here because that's just me. How many of you guys are emoticon addicts? I'm addicted to them. So I'll throw a couple of emoticons in there. Look, so now I have this message just the way I want it. It's the right name. Everything's ready. So I'm going to copy it again and just go send it in Facebook, which I have open here in a separate tab. So we'll just look her up real quick. I'm writing Facebook. Her name's Jay. There it is, Jay. Okay, so we're going to send her this message. And I've got it saved, so I'm just going to paste it, okay? There it is. Hi, Jay, just stopping by to say hello. How are you? Hope your day's awesome. Send. Done. Don't overthink it. Don't stare at it. Don't wonder if it's going to work. Just send it. Okay, so we're going to log that in Teamzy. That was a Facebook message. Do you see the blue button that says Log Connect? That's how you do it. It's pretty simple. Here we go. So that's done. Now notice Jay's gone off my list. It's now moved up to Sandy, and I've got 1 done. 8 left. See this little blue circle starting to fill in? When that's all the way blue, then I know I'm done with prospects and I can go start connecting with customers. So I'll do the same thing with Sandy. I'm just going to send her a make your day message. So I've already got one on my clipboard. Let's just paste it and use it again, change the name. Do you guys see how easy this is? Boom. Yeah. It's ready to go. Now, even with having to copy and paste it back and forth, you're still going to easily connect with 20 people in 30 minutes. So I'll do the same thing. I'll go over, I'll look her up in Facebook and send her the message, or however I'm communicating with her. I'm just using Facebook as an example. You can see there's lots of things I could do. And then once I've sent her the message, I log it in Teamzy. Now I've got 2 done. The blue circle's getting bigger. I go to Melissa and send her the message. Does this make sense? I'm just going to work my way down the list. Yes, you can use that same script just to break the ice with people. Change the name. Always use their name in the message. Just a little pro tip. Don't say, "Hey, girl," or something like that. As soon as somebody sees "Hey, girl," they think they're getting some sort of weird spammy message. So use their name, send their name, wish them a great day, break the ice with them. Okay? So we're going to keep going. I'm going to work my way down this list, just connecting with people until I'm done with my prospect goal for the day. In my case, it was 9. So that circle will be all the way blue when I've sent 9 of those messages. And I'll toggle over to customers and start connecting with customers. Now, just one thing I just want to give you guys a little tip on this. Some people will respond immediately, and don't get into like the full conversation with them yet. Wait until you've got all your outgoing messages done so you don't get sidetracked. And then you can go have the conversations you've generated. Make sense? Remember, the goal with connecting is to make someone's day and start a conversation. Okay, so when I'm done sending my prospect connects, I'm going to go to customers and start connecting with my customers. This is one of the most important parts of the business. And you guys, I just want to talk to you about this for a second because it's so important. I train groups like this all the time. I want to ask people, how many of you wish that you were better at staying in touch with customers? Almost everybody raises their hand because people understand how important this is. Okay, not just from the standpoint of providing excellent service, but I want you guys to understand that when you are in regular contact with customers, and by the way, canceled and past customers, I count the same as a current customer, so should you. When you're in regular contact with customers, they order more products and they retain longer. Okay, let me say it one more time in case you're taking notes. When you're in regular contact with customers, they order more products and they retain longer. How many of you would like your customers to order more products and retain longer? Right? Now picture that through your whole organization as your team grows. If everyone's customers ordered more product and retained longer, the key to that, being in touch. Now you've got Teamzy, which makes it easy, okay? So you'll be able to stay in touch easily with Teamzy. So let me just go through this really quickly. There's one more thing that's important, by the way, with customers, why you should be in touch with them. Because if you'd like, hello, would you guys like new customers? How many of you would like some new customers in your business every single month? Yeah. Where's the best place to find a new customer? From your current customer. Best place to find a new customer is from your current customer. You should be getting introduced to their friends and family on a regular basis, okay? But you will not get introduced if you're not consistently in contact, providing excellent service. So step one is being in contact, providing excellent service, okay? And then you can start asking people to introduce you to the friends and family that they are already talking to about your products, right? Because we know that when people like something, they're talking about it. So they're already talking to people about your products, and you'll start getting introduced when you're in regular contact. Okay, so let me show you how to do this. The first person on my customer list is Gail. I'm going to do the same thing. I'll go to scripts and get a customer script. Now, Teamzy intelligently knows I'm on my customers list, so I have new scripts here when I click in. Okay. So I've got some great scripts on asking for recommendations, congratulations on great results. If you have a results-oriented product, or even something simple like this. Hi, John, how are you enjoying the product, whatever the product is, the products? Send me an update. Let me know how I can be of help. Throw in, you guys, in the chat, just throw in, I'll grab one of the first ones I see, what company you're with and what's like your primary product, okay? And we'll use this script. So let's see what we get in the chat. So I pasted that script in there. So we've got Chalk Couture, and they sell silk screen transfers. Okay, great. So look, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this to have the right name. It's Gail. How are you enjoying your new silk screen transfers? You know what's funny is I don't know anything about silk screen transfers, but I know this script will work. How are you enjoying your new silk screen transfers? Please send me an update. Let me know how I can be of help. Okay, really simple, you guys. Simple. Being in touch with customers doesn't mean you have to be salesy all the time. It's just reaching in and seeing how you can help them, seeing how things are going, and being present for them. So again, the same thing. I'll copy that message, go send it to Gail, message it to her, and then log it in Teamzy. And I'm going to work my way down my list. The next person, Susan, maybe I'll send her my favorite customer script, which is this one. It reads like this. Hi, Jane, just checking in to see if there's anything I can do to make your day. That one is so wonderful. How many of you guys have sent that before? Have you guys used that script yet? If you haven't, I recommend you try it. So look, her name's Susan. Just change the name. Send them, get an appropriate emoticon on there. Probably this one. You get the idea, right? Then I'll copy that, go send it to her on Facebook or text or whatever I'm using, okay? Then I'll log it in Teamzy. So you can see the same thing is happening with customers. My pink circle's filling in. When that's all the way full, I'll know I'm done connecting with customers for the day. I might have 1,000 customers. My goal is only 6 today. And so when I've reached out to the next 6 on my list, I'm done for today. See, that's one of the things Teamzy does for you is it gives you a plan, lets you know exactly what you need to be doing, and then also tells you, hey, good job, you're done. Go enjoy your day, go enjoy your family, right? How cool is that? Okay, so I've completed, pretend I've completed with my customers. Now I'm going to go to my team and start connecting with my team. The exact same thing, guys, reaching out to make somebody's day. By the way, so many people don't get this part. They think that as your team grows, just having a Facebook page or doing live Zooms with the team, that's enough. I want you guys to know people need to hear from you one-on-one personally. That's how you deepen relationships. We call this product Teamzy because we believe that if you build a team, you can build a business, which will allow you to build a life, right? And the way you build a team is by building relationships with people. They want to be connected to you. Imagine for a second how much it would mean to you if you received a text from your upline today out of the blue that said, just thinking about you today, is there anything I can do to make your day? How would that feel? People are motivated by connection and belonging and being part of something. So just put your team in here and start connecting. Let Teamzy lead. Now, after you get your whole team using Teamzy, which is a smart play, by the way, because then everybody's working relationally and building a team that you can be proud of. Then you can just say things like, hey, you're on my Teamzy. You're up next on Teamzy today. How's everything going? Send me an update on your day. And people will still love it. It's really fun. Okay, I get one of those every day, and I'm so honored that people have me in their Teamzy and they want a relationship with me. So the first half of our power hour is just our up next, make someone's day messages. First our prospects list, then our customers list, then our distributors list, based on the income goal you set for yourself. Okay? When you're done with those 3 lists for the day, the next half of your power hour will be doing your follow-ups. Okay? Whatever follow-ups are due. Now, you'll notice I don't have any follow-ups scheduled. Follow-ups aren't automatic in Teamzy. And staying in contact happens automatically in Teamzy. Nobody falls through the cracks. Our follow-ups list is where we put people when we've shared our business opportunity or we shared our product with them and they're interested. Right? Then once we've done that, we put them on the follow-ups list where we stay in touch with them. We follow up with them until they convert or purchase. Does this make sense? So let me kind of show you an example. So we messaged our friend Jay early on in the call, right? And we said hi to Jay. Jay, picture this scenario. Jay responds, great to hear from you, Eric. We're doing great. Cool. So now my job, and she's responded, yay. Now my job is to draw a conversation out of her. You know, and not weird. I'm not trying to push a sale on her. I just want to have a conversation. So I might ask a question like, well, what have you been up to lately? Send me an update. Catch me up. It's been forever. So as she's giving me her update, right, I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to try to engage her. And what I want you guys to do in this process is try to find a way to help the person you're talking to, right? So getting back to my shirt, serve first. Serve first. Find a way to help in any way you can, whether it's offering them emotional support, praying with them, giving them something practical like a recommendation to a service provider, whatever the case may be, recommending an article or a book that will help answer a question that arises. Find a way to help and invest and serve that person in the conversation, okay? Because the more you can do that, the more value you can add. You'll build trust, and it gives you a better opportunity and platform to share your heart and your passion down the road, which is your business. So I'm talking to Jay, I'm catching up, we're catching up. I'm looking for ways to help her. It's great. And then she's going to say, well, what about you, Eric? Tell me about yourself, which is my opportunity to tell her about what I'm doing. Now, here's the thing. She might be just happy talking about herself and not ask me that. People ask me all the time. People don't ask me that. But it's okay. I'll still tell her about myself. I'm still going to give her my update. And it is natural and unforced because when somebody gives you their update, they're expecting to hear yours. Okay, so here's what I've been up to. Oh my gosh, it's been forever. You know, I'm married. I have 4 kids. This is what we're doing. And share your business. Okay, and here's how you share your business, guys. Real simple. Take notes on this. I know this isn't the training. Training is just how to use Teamzy, but I'm going to give you guys this little tip. Just tell people what you do and why you're passionate about it. Just tell people what you do and why you're passionate about it. What is it that you do? Okay? And forget all this BS that you hear out there about don't tell them the name of your company because you got to create this, like, you got to captivate them. You have to create curiosity. You're having a regular conversation with somebody that you don't have to do that here. We're building real relationships. Tell them what you do and why you're passionate about it and let them know why you partnered with the company you're with. Okay, it's totally normal. If you weren't in direct sales, let's say some of you are school teachers, but let's say that was your primary job. You wouldn't be afraid to tell people that you teach school, would you? Or where you work? Absolutely not. So don't be afraid to share your business, okay? Share what you do and why you're passionate about it. This is what I help people do. If you're in the health and, I see we've got like Juice Plus, right? I see I've got Juice Plus up here. You're in the health and wellness business? Great. Tell people what you do. I help people get healthy. Why? Because it helped me get healthy. Changed my life getting healthy. Tell them your story. What was your story? What's your personal reason for using the product you use? I see I've got somebody here from doTERRA. Why are you so passionate about essential oils? How have they impacted your life? How have they impacted the lives of the people that you serve? Share that with people. Let them know what you do and why you're passionate about it. Here's what I want you guys to understand. People aren't looking to give you commissions, but they will be excited to join your mission. Okay? Tell them what you do and why you're passionate about it. Most people will respond to that with, wow, good for you, or that's great. I'm glad for you. I'm happy for you. Okay? And so here's the thing, guys, as you're doing that, as you're sharing what you do and why you're passionate about it, and they say, I'm happy for you, or good for you, or good on you, or whatever, you just need to gauge that enthusiasm. And if you feel like they responded enthusiastically, that's a great time to just say, would you like to learn more about it yourself? Just ask them. Okay? We're not pushing it. We're not being salesy. We're just having conversation. And now you've shared what you do and are passionate about. You can ask them if they're interested. And if they are interested in doing something, then we're going to invite them to go deeper, right? Maybe you'll invite them to an event you're sponsoring, or get them on a 3-way call with an upline. Maybe you'll take them to coffee to show them what you're doing. Okay? Maybe you'll get on a phone call or a Zoom to talk about the products deeper and find out what their goals are, so you can see if it's something you can help with. Make sense? So let me just show you in Teamzy, and all of those are opportunities where you can share the business or share your products with somebody. Make sense? So let's say in the case of Jay, we're talking, and let me look her up so I can get to her contact record. You can look people up in that lookup bar if they're not on your dashboard, right? So let's say I'm talking to Jay, and we're talking for a couple days, and then I end up doing something like inviting her to a 3-way call or something, or inviting her to an event. Let's do 3-way call. So we're getting on a 3-way call. So maybe I'll log that I'm inviting her to a 3-way call. Great. Excited to chat. So I'm logging this connect. It's a 3-way call. Great. So I log that. And then, after the 3-way call, or on the 3-way call, we get to talk about the business opportunity. Okay. So we get to talk about the business opportunity. Actually, let me pull that one back up. Let me edit that one. So as I'm logging this 3-way call, actually, let me just do it again so that you can see the way it looks. We'll just do a do-over on that. So I'm inviting her to the 3-way call. Great. I'm putting a note on here that this was a great, let's say it's happening. Great chat. And see right here where it says share on the bottom left. If I shared my business or my products on that call, I want to click on share. I want to log this as I actually shared the business with her. Not just we were chatting about our kids or our dogs or whatever, but that I actually had an opportunity to share the business opportunity or my products with her. Does this make sense? So I'm going to log this as share. Let's call this business opportunity. So now once I log it as a share, you'll see that it opens up this follow-up box here. So now I'm going to set a follow-up. This is going to now move her to my follow-ups list. So it's going to take her off my prospects list where I'm just connecting and having this great relationship. And now I'm going to have her on my follow-ups list because here's somebody who raised her hand and said, yeah, I'm interested. And I've shared my business opportunity with her. Now I need to follow up until she actually purchases or signs up. Make sense? So here's what we're going to do. Let's say I'm setting it for tomorrow. So you can set a follow-up for any date in the future. Okay. So I'm going to pick tomorrow. So now when I log this connect, a couple things happen. It has now put her on my follow-ups list and she's due tomorrow. Let me go to the dashboard and show you what happened. Now I have a share logged. So I've logged one of my 3 shares today because I actually shared my business with her. And if I go to my follow-ups list, there she is. She's on my follow-ups list due tomorrow. Make sense? So as I'm having these conversations, I'm trying to move people along to the point where I'll get to share my business with them. Okay? Some people will be ready for that right away. Some people will take longer. And that's why I'm in contact with everybody I know. So I'm filtering people through this relationship. I'm building trust with them. And I'm moving people along to be ready to get on my follow-ups list. Make sense? Okay. So when I do my power hour, I'm going to do prospects, customers, distributors. And then I'm going to see if I have any follow-ups due today. In this case, tomorrow, Jay will be due. So I'll send her a follow-up message. Here's how we do it in Teamzy. First off, again, you can go lean on the scripts. I put 10 follow-up scripts in Teamzy for you, and they're numbered in order. Just send them in order, 1, then 2, then 3, and so on, Okay, so let's go to scripts and we'll get a follow-up script. And they're labeled follow-up. I made it really easy for you guys. So here's follow-up 1. Hi, Jane, just checking in like I promised I would. What questions do you have for me? Okay. I love that script. Okay, so let's copy it. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to paste that into Teamzy again, correct the name, okay, and put some emoticons or something in here. I don't know, smiley face. My Mac didn't like that one, but you get the idea. Hi, Jay, just checking in like I promised I would. What questions do you have for me? You get that script just the way you want it. Copy it and go send it to her. Okay. Let me just click. Oh, there's Jay right there. So let's send her this message. Okay, there it is. Send. So the follow-up is sent just like a regular connect. It's just a follow-up. Okay, but let me show you something in Teamzy. So now as I'm getting ready to log this follow-up, this is the important part. So pay attention. If you're in another room, come back and look at the screen really quick. Always set a new follow-up when you have somebody on the follow-ups list. So let's say now a follow-up in 2 days. If you don't set a new follow-up, she's going to go back into your prospects list, and you might not see her for 30, 60 days, depending on her ranking, her star rating. So always set a new follow-up, okay? Now, you can put a little note here on what the next follow-up will be so you know coming into your list. Let's say I'm just going to send follow-up number 2. Okay, so set the new follow-up. When I log that follow-up in Teamzy, okay, you can see I got a follow-up done right here, and now she's on the list again, due for Friday. This is super important. So you guys get the idea. Like, you connect with people, have conversations, look for opportunities to share. When you share, you put them on a follow-ups list. So the second half of your power hour is following up with people you've shared with and moving them closer to purchasing or signing up. Okay. I want you guys to understand this is where the business is built. The follow-up is key. And most of the people I've met in our industry mess this part up. Okay. So if you've stuck with me this long into the call, just know this: 80% of all sales happen between the 7th and 10th follow-up. Between the 7th and 10th follow-up. Most people give up between 3 and 4 follow-ups. Okay. And I know that you're worried about being annoying, right? That's why you don't want to follow up 10 times. You don't want to be a pest. You don't want to be salesy. You don't want to be icky. But I want you guys to understand something. It takes 7 to 10 follow-ups on average, which means if you really want to help people, you have to follow up more. You can't give up on them. Okay. So just adopt my philosophy, and that's what it is. Following up is an act of love. Okay. Following up is an act of love. This is how you help people. Now, when somebody says, yeah, I'm interested, and you follow up 3 times and you get nothing but crickets, and you decide to stop following up, what you just told that person is, I don't care about you. You think you're being annoying by continuing to follow up? You're telling them you don't care about them by giving up. I recently had somebody reach out to me because they wanted me to be an affiliate for their company. And it just happened to be an incredibly busy week. And so I deprioritized responding to this message. I was doing other stuff. He messaged me again and said, I never give up. Guess what he did? He gave up. He never messaged me again. That was a month ago. Don't tell me you never give up and then give up. I accept the challenge. Here's what I want you guys to do. Don't give up on people. Continue following up with them. Now, I put 10 follow-ups in Teamzy for a reason. I expect you to use all 10 of them over time. So every time you follow up, you send them a message. You send you set a new one for a few days out and send them the next one. Okay. People will not respond to the first 5 or 6 follow-ups. You're not doing anything wrong. They don't dislike you. They don't disrespect you. They're just busy. This is their life. Okay. And if you use my scripts, you won't be annoying. People will thank you for it. In fact, I'll teach you really quick the principles on how to follow up without being annoying. And then we'll get ready for Q&A. So if you've got questions, I see there's already 4 in there. Put them in the Q&A. Here's the 2 principles for following up without being annoying. By the way, these are built into the scripts that I put in Teamzy for you. The first principle is this: never ask them to do anything. Okay, they don't have to respond or call you or anything. They don't need to. You have an event, they don't have to RSVP. They don't have to do anything. Don't give them any homework, okay? Because that could be annoying. So you're basically just gonna keep following up until you connect with them. Okay, so don't ask them to do anything. The second principle is this: when you're following up on a share, okay, not just connecting to say hi or wish somebody happy birthday. When you're following up, you should always follow up in a way they can read. No voice messages, no videos. Follow up in a way they can read. They can read your message, and it has to be short enough they can read the entire message without opening it, okay? Because they don't want to open your message because they're not planning on responding because they're busy right now. How many of you guys do this? So they don't want to show that they've opened it and then not respond and look like a jerk. So they're going to read it without opening it. So make it easy for them so they can read it without opening it. No matter what they're doing, no matter how busy they are, they will look down at their phone and get your message. They will always see it. And you'll stay top of mind. They'll know that you love them and that you care about them and that you meant it when you said you would stay in touch and help them. And eventually they will respond. And they'll say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I haven't responded. Thank you for staying in touch. I really appreciate it. Guys, this works 100% of the time. Don't give up on people. Love them through this process. I know it's annoying and frustrating. This is what it feels like to help people, okay? Those of you guys who have raised kids, you know what I'm talking about. How many times did you tell your kids to brush their teeth? Did you do it because you were annoying? No, you did it because you wanted them to have nice teeth, right? You wanted them to be healthy, and you had to do it every single day. You had to do it over and over and over again. Do you think people are different because they're adults? Stay in touch. Okay, so let Teamzy be your guide. Connect with people, start great conversations, look for ways to share what you're doing with them, share and put them on your follow-ups list, follow up like a pro. That's your power hour. Prospect messages, follow-ups. Okay, make sense? All right, let me give you guys some action steps really quick. I know I wish I could share it even more, but I know we're out of time. Let me give you some action steps and then we'll do some questions. Okay. So here's some action steps. If you haven't already done your free trial, go to teamzy.com, start your free trial. It's 30 days free, okay? If you're in a free trial now, set up your subscription so that you don't miss a beat when the trial ends. If you're already a Teamzy subscriber and you've kind of fallen off the wagon, let this call motivate and excite you to get in there tonight and connect with some people, okay? All right. Second action step. I highly recommend you get a 30-day success partner. Get a 30-day success partner, whether you're in a trial or whether you're an old Teamzy user who needs to re-engage. Say, hey, would you do Teamzy 30 days with me? Let's do a challenge. We'll hold each other accountable to doing it. Okay, share your goals with each other. We do this in my Teamzy boot camps. It works amazing having these partners. You can actually do groups of 3. It works great too. Every single day, I want you to take a screen grab of your dashboard when you're finished your action steps and message it to your partner or partners. Because what will happen is maybe they haven't done anything today, but they'll get that message. And it's just like, it's going to be annoying them until they go do their Teamzy. I'm telling you, this accountability works, and you guys will get so much out of your month this way. Could be the best month you've ever had in your business. If you do it on your own without a success partner, you might log in 2 or 3 times and play around. Which would you rather have? The best month ever or that? So get some accountability lined up. And finally, I'm going to give you a 5-day challenge. Just really quick, a 5-day challenge. My challenge to you is that you use Teamzy for 5 days in a row. And in that time, you connect, you reach out, send a connect message to 100 people. Just sending the message to 100 people, okay? And it can be any combination of prospects, customers, or distributors. I don't care. Just that's an average of 20 a day for 5 days. Your arms and legs won't fall off. But what will happen is you will generate a tremendous amount of momentum in your business. A tremendous amount of momentum in business in just 5 days, which means you'll no longer believe the stories you've told yourself that you're in a lull or you're in a plateau or business is slow or I've tapped out my market or whatever. You won't believe those stories, and you won't believe the stories when your team tells you that. You'll say, no, you don't. Go use Teamzy for 5 days. You can create momentum. You'll be having so many conversations, you'll probably curse my name, and that's okay. That's what I want for you. Okay, busy people are overwhelmed just like people who aren't busy. They're just overwhelmed with opportunity instead of worry. Which would you rather be overwhelmed with? Right? Okay, you guys got those? You got the challenges? You got the action steps? Okay, great. Let's jump in and do some questions, and we'll send you on your way. Terry says, I'm collecting names, email addresses, and cell phone info at my booth where I demonstrate and sell my products. They're reluctant to give me the info even though they're interested. Plus, no one is responding to email. Should I text? Okay, couple things. First off, Terry, it's a lot of people do that. You know, It's hard to do that with people you don't know. You are trying to capture complete strangers, and that is a skill that a lot of people don't have. So expect a low response rate from those people. Okay? But if you have a phone number, you should absolutely text rather than email. Nobody responds to email. My own mom doesn't respond to emails to me. Text people for sure. If you have their phone number, text them. Okay. Now, if you need to send a lot of information, you can email it and then text them and say, I just sent you an email with more information, but always text. And when you guys when you guys will notice that when Teamzy's reaching out to you, they will send you a text to tell you that you got an email. Okay. Okay, so hopefully that helps. But the other thing I would say to you, Terry, is that when you are at the booth, your job is to meet people, not to sell products. And that's the way I want you to think about it. My job is to meet people, not to sell products. And so if you can meet people and get them in Teamzy and build a relationship with them, you will sell products. And if you change your focus to that, you'll change what you consider to be a successful trade show. Okay, Jeanette says, can you upload multiple contacts via Facebook without duplicating them? Yes, you absolutely can, Jeanette. Every time you upload your Facebook list, it only brings the new people in. Let me go to Teamzy so I can show you how easy it is to do an upload. On every single page in Teamzy, you have this plus add contact button. Okay? If you click that, I can add one person, but if I click on bulk, I can upload a full list. Okay? So I would click that and it would find my files. Make sense? Okay, great. Terry again says, I have a Facebook business page with about 80 followers. Most of them I don't know, and we are not friends on Facebook. Should I be connecting with them in Messenger even though we are not friends? Should I add them to Teamzy? Yes. So Terry, what I would do with those people is I would message them and see if they're willing to, see who responds and see who you can connect and who you can get in Teamzy. Some of them you might not get anything. But if you could get 20 people out of that 80 that want to engage with you and start building a relationship, awesome. Again, Terry, this is what the goal is. It's to get relationships. Okay. Tonight, I didn't have time to go deep into this, but I want you guys to understand that one person could become a customer, but one person can bring you hundreds of customers. The relationship is where the value is in the business. Make sense? Okay. And there are going to be people that you meet who will never become customers, who will never join your team, but will bring many other people to you because they're excited about the mission you're on. Make sense? Okay. Anonymous asks, if I've cleaned up my contact list, how do I update the Teamzy list? I've cleared out dozens. It would take forever to go through and weed them out. I'm not sure if I understand the question, but it's super easy to clean up your list in Teamzy. I'm going to assume that's what we're talking about. So let me go back to Teamzy. So if I'm on the team page where my full list lives, okay, and I want to delete people, the easiest thing to do is, let's just put this on rank mode. See right here, so there's a little menu right here, rank mode, and that turns on everybody's rank and trash can. So now I can jam down my list, and if I want to delete somebody, I just click on the trash can, okay? Or if I want to keep them in Teamzy, but I don't want them coming up on my dashboard, I can make them a 1-star. 1-star people will stay in Teamzy, but they'll never cycle through on my lists. Okay. Melissa says, will this be available to watch again later? Melissa, I recorded it. Yes, we'll email out the replay tomorrow. Sonia says, is there an app? There's not an app. However, there is a mobile website that works just like an app. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Okay. We are building an app, but it probably won't be ready till next year. But the mobile website, most people do use Teamzy on their mobile phones. Let me just share my phone here for a second. So to get to this page that I'm going to show you, you go to in your phone, whether it's Safari or Chrome, depending on the type of phone. You're going to look, you've got my phone right there. You're going to go to app.teamzy.com. That's the web URL that you'll use in Safari or whatever. So I'm going to open up my phone here real quick. Okay. So you can see here on my home screen, right in the center, there's a little Teamzy logo. That's because I saved the login page to Teamzy to my home screen. So I'm going to open that. It's just to the left of Facebook. I'm just going to touch that to open Teamzy. Probably need to log in. Click on Remember Me so you don't have to log in every time. Okay. and then sign in. All right, so there's my Teamzy mobile, okay? So you can see I can do my power hour on my phone. I can do everything that I just showed you on my phone. I can get my scripts, right? I can get a script. I can copy a script. You guys see how easy that is? And then what you want to do is when you're working on your phone is you want to use your toggle between apps. So I would toggle over to Facebook or Messenger or to my text messages to send the message and then log it in Teamzy. Okay. Just a little pro tip on this. Don't go back to the home screen and push the Teamzy button again, because when you do that, it's going to ask you to log in again or bring you to a different page. Whereas if I just stayed in Safari and toggled, so let me show you, I'm going to go into Darlene. So now if I toggle over to Facebook and I toggle back to Safari, it's kept that page. So make sure you use your toggle when you're working with Teamzy. You guys will find that you're really fast with it. Okay, cool. So Sonia, we got that, great. Suzanne says, thank you, Suzanne. Love having you on here as always. Suzanne has been on a million of my trainings and she's mega successful. And I appreciate your friendship. Roxanne says, what can I send from Teamzy? Does everything have to be copied or pasted into text, messenger, and email? You can send emails through Gmail from Teamzy. Everything else you need to message however you normally message it, okay? Teamzy is a CRM, and its job is to keep track of your contacts, tell you who to connect with each day. We'll help you with what to say, but you got to go do it the way you would normally do it. Then you log it in Teamzy. Make sense? Okay. And the reason that is because, well, first of all, Facebook and Instagram don't allow you to send messages on their behalf. You have to do it through the apps. And the same thing with text messages. If we used one of those services to send text messages, it wouldn't come from the same place as your phone and it would look like spam. So we'd rather you just text them from your phone so it stays personal. Does that make sense? Okay. Joanne asks, can you explain tags? Okay, really quick. The tags is a really simple way to keep track of any information you want about a person or to group people. Okay, so the way you add tags, if you're on somebody's contact page, right now I'm on Maynard's, you can see where it's that little tag. You can just add tags. So you can see I've tagged him as a veteran. That's helpful to me, right? Veterans Day is coming up. So I can send him a message that says, thanks for your service, happy Veterans Day, because I can pull a list of everyone with that tag. Now, I might also want to tag him with products that he's used, and you can add any tag you want. Whatever you want it to be, you can just add, and it creates tags, okay? So I recommend that when you log a sale, you make a tag for all the products that they bought. And that way, you have a list of everybody who had those products. When you're doing events, you can make a tag with the date so you know everyone you invited to the event. So the tags are really helpful. So look, if I go to a tag over here, okay, and click on it, it gives me the list of everybody that's on that tag. Does that make sense? So any tag that you have, it gives you a list, which is great. Hopefully that helped. Now, if you want more information on the tags, Joanne, I did a full training on this. It's in the Teamzy Help Center. So let me just show you real quick where that is. Teamzy Help Center, right here where you get into these pro tip trainings. Here it is right here, webinars. Organize your contacts using tags. Did a full training on how to use tags if you want to go deeper into that. But that was kind of the basic answer today. Linda says, what happens if you skip someone on your list? Do they get placed on tomorrow's list or go to the bottom of the list? So if you're on your Teamzy dashboard, you have one option for skipping. It's skip a week. It's 7 days. So if you click skip a week, that person disappears for 7 days and they come right back to your list. Okay? That's your only skipping option is 1 week. Okay, cool. So hopefully that was really helpful. I really appreciate everybody getting on the call tonight. Again, our heart is to serve you, to help you build your business, to build authentic relationships so that you won't have to be salesy or icky in this business. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much for being part of our Teamzy family. God bless you all. Have a great night.